Good morning, afternoon, evening, gamers. So today I wanted to make this quick video. Sorry I haven't been making so many videos. I've just been having some trouble uploading to YouTube, but whatever glitch it was or whatever problem it was seems to have been fixed now. So I've got videos going up now. I've also done a couple of other things, some modifications. So hopefully basically I only had the one YouTube channel. So when things were uploading, I obviously couldn't watch other content creators and you know, videos that I enjoy. So now I have a second channel. So that one is just, it's not going to be a channel, it's not going to be making any content. It's just literally so I can, you know, watch other content creators, other people that inspire me to make videos and enjoy the YouTube journey. So I can do all of that, and then my main channel can just be uploading all of the time and just working away in the background, uploading the videos. So hopefully that should be, you know, hopefully that should help out, because I enjoy doing this for you guys. I really do. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I do, but yeah. So today we're going to be having a look at, this is a little mobile game, and I captured some of it on my phone, and I've just uploaded it to the rig so I can sort of show you guys. So we'll have a look here. It's called Raid, and here it is here. So I'm going to keep on pausing it just so as I can show you different things. Now, you know, obviously with all games, the monetization is just horrendous. You know, every time you open this up, it will just bombard you with you know, things that they want you to buy. It may come, yeah, here we go. So these will pop up, and it's not just like one or two. It could be 4, 5, and you're just having to constantly click on them and click off them. It's not great, and the prices as well. You know, £23.99. This is British pounds. I don't know what it would be in dollars or whatever your particular currency is, but I'm going to assume that it's going to be horrendous, no matter what your currency. So yeah, so £23.99 Great British Pounds. Now, to be fair, both me and some of my other colleagues, some of the colleagues that we play Fortnite with, you know, we have spent a fair bit of money on this. I think I've probably spent nearly £50, which is, you know, the price of in one of Steam's summer sales. For 50 quid, you could get a lot of, you know, top tier, good quality games. So it's absolutely ridiculous, really. I don't know why we do it. We shouldn't. And to be fair, I'm just, you know, I'm propagating this whole system. I mean, £48.99. I mean, you know, really. So, but you know, I'm giving you the good and the bad. But obviously, you know, I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think it was a pretty good game, and for the most part, it is. So here we are with the hall. So you've got the tavern, the portal. Now these are called shards. So you can see. I think I'm going to open. Here's all the different tiers. So you've got the Bannerlords, High Elves, Sacred Order. So these are all the different characters in the game, and basically you can just collect them and decide which ones you like, which ones you don't. The weaker ones tend to get, I call it sacrificed. My work colleague calls it cannon fodder. There's various ways, but yeah, you can decide what you like and what you don't like. Now, obviously, some people may get upset. I came up with the idea, Harem Dream Team. As I've said, you have to you have to decide like what you're going to sacrifice and what you're going to keep. I could have done it all the guys and just sacrificed all the girls just to make it easier, because so that you're not second guessing yourself all the time, like, oh yeah, is this character good, is this character. So all I did was I just decided, okay, primarily as I'm a guy and I'm interested in girls, so I kept all the girls and I just sacrificed all the boys just to make it a little bit easier, because otherwise you are just all the time you're going to be like, well, is this one any good, is that one any good? So I didn't want to do that, and you may agree with that, you may not, but you can get your own copy of the game. It's free to play on Android. It's on Apple as well, because my colleague plays on Apple. So it's it's a free to play game, so you can play it however you want to play it. So here we go. So you open up these shards, and these will be your champions. And so here's my first champion, a Berserker. He's a rare, a 3-star. So you have the different stars. So basically you can have 1 to 6 stars, and in order to get a 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, you have to basically you would rank him up to so 3 stars would be level 30, so you'd level him up to 30, and then you would get I believe it would be 3 more of the same type. Do they have to be leveled up as well? I think they do. So you would have to have another 3 of him, all leveled up, and then that would make you a 4-star champion. And then you have to do the same, with a 5-star. You would have to level him all the way up, and then you would have to get 4 characters of level 4 in order to make him a 5, and so on and so forth. So he's obviously going to get sacrificed, as I explained my way of doing things before. But look at the graphics. I mean, I gotta say, the graphics are pretty good. I have to say as well that my phone did a great job of recording this. I'm guessing that's like my mouse, I suppose. So here's all the different things. Oh, here's all the different tiers. It's just $9.99. The 99p one I think is okay. I don't know why they didn't just go with like 99p and like $9.99. Just a couple of quid here and there. You'd probably find that they would actually make more money, but you can't. Like here, £100. Yeah, £100. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And you've got the bank, you've got gems, so you can earn these gems throughout the game, and you level them up, and you can do different things in the game. So I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there is the mine. So that once you unlock that, which costs a whopping 500 gems, and you don't get these, that many, but you can buy them, of course, in the shop. But yeah, once you've got 500 of these, you can unlock the mine, and then it will produce you so many per day. I think it's over 24 hours. It's something like 10, I think. So not a lot, and you can upgrade it as well. But I think that costs you another 500 gems. So it's a very, very grindy game. But then a lot of sort of RPGs and sort of MMOs are the same way. So I think it's just that if you take away the monetization part of it, and it is a free game to play, of course. I don't mind so much like paying a couple of quid here and there. And like I said, both me and my colleague have probably put about £50 into this game, which is more than enough. But it's always kind of there, and it's always in your face every time you open the game, which I think they could have gone about they could have just toned down the greed a little bit. Yes, it's free to play, so they they need to make money, but I feel like they could have gone about it in a better way. It tends to it tends to spoil the game a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty good. So yeah, we've looked at all that, and you've got daily progressions, and you've got raids and things like that. So there's plenty of things to do. These are all the different shops and that. So you know that there's just. I was a bit quick for myself there. The market, you can buy things within in-game silver, so you can buy shards in the market. You don't often get the ancient ones, but it's just all the different pages, you know. So here's the gems, but like if you've got gems, you can buy some silver and things like that. So you can buy a few things with the gems. You're probably better off saving them up and opening the mine, really, because it's gonna help you down the line. But it's just the prices, really. It's some of it. So here's more things you can buy. You can buy yourself more energy. I mean, if you've got 900 of these gems, and I suppose you know you could do it. You could buy yourself some ancients and some silver. So they are giving you other options, but they make sure that those people that get frustrated and want to be good at the game quicker, that there's a slight leaning towards the monetized aspects. So there's all different things as well to suit every budget, I guess. Yeah, so there's a market. You can buy yourself ancients that are already not in the shards, and you can buy the shards as well. So predetermined champions, I guess. Once you get to a certain point, you can unlock the sparring pit, which means that you can then put some of your champions that you've opened from. I think of them as eggs. Like you open the eggs and get your different champions, and you can put them in there, and they will level up over time. In the tavern, you can add armor to them, and then you can level up their armor. You've also got clans as well, and there's quests as well, daily quests, weekly quests, and monthly quests. And if you achieve those, you can get gems, you can get some silver. The weekly and monthly ones, you can get shards as well, like higher tier shards. The blue ones. There's gold ones as well. So here, yeah. So you've got your campaign. So story mode, if you like. The dungeons are where you go to get things to make your player stronger. So potions. You have different potions. So there's blue potions, white potions, red potions, green potions. Did I say blue potions? And a combination of them. I think white is like the base one, and then you white and blue, or white and red, depending on your champion, because there's different champions. There's berserkers, there are like support. There's different types of champions. So depending on what type of champion you want to level up their skills, you'll need different coloured potions. So you go there. Faction Wars is a new feature, as it says, new feature, and basically you can do different dungeons but they are specific. So if you have some high elves, for example, you've got some high high elves, you can go and do the high elf dungeons, or if you've got barbarians, you can do those. And there's different ones open each day. Arena is PvP. You know, you can go in there and battle other players. It's not great, to be honest. Often you're put in there and you'll either be up against just massively underpowered teams, which just seems absolutely crazy. There's no there seems to be no ranking system. You'll go in there one day and you're fighting, you know, massively underpowered teams, which doesn't really feel like a win, to be honest. It's not fair on them, and it's not really that great for you. But you do it because you one of your daily quests will be fight in the arena 5 times. So you just fight. And I think it's got to the point where both me and my colleague, we just don't really care anymore whether you win or lose. It just doesn't really matter. Because either you will be up against underpowered teams or you'll be up against overpowered teams. It's not very well. The mechanics are just not very good. And then there's clan bosses. You can't put them down, or I don't think you can. All you do, you just go in there and you fight them, and just try and do as much damage to them as you can. So that's that. Up here, this is your arena tokens. This is the amount of energy. So when you run out of energy, you can't fight anymore for the day. But if you're always doing the daily quests and maybe the weekly quests, you keep, as some of the prizes, you get more health. So it just stacks up, and you just keep stacking it up, and hopefully, if you're careful, you shouldn't run out. There's your silver that you earn from the campaign. I don't think you earn anything from the dungeons, the factions, or arena. It's just mostly the campaign you get silver. And you also get like shard drops, you get champion drops, armor, things like that. The dungeons are mostly, there are potions dungeons, and then there are dungeons for things like armor. And things like that. I think sometimes as well you get champions as well. And then of course there's your gems, which we went into. So here's all the different. This is the story campaign. Here's all the different levels. I've 3-starred some of them. So once you 3-star them, this is ordinary mode. You can then there's a hard mode, and then there's a brutal mode. So you can do the story mode 3 times. And also playing it, you'll, again, for getting so many stars, you get rewards. There's the purple shards, which give you what's known as epic champions, although mine don't seem that epic, I'll be honest, but yeah. So all the different ones, and here's a fight here. I think I'm just going to, you know, show you a fight. So here's two of my champions. So I managed to get these up to level 5 or level 50, 5 stars, level 50. So in order to get her up to 6, I would then need 5 more champions, all level 5, and I believe they all have to be fully at their top level. So then I'd have 5 of those, and then I could sacrifice them to give her another star and be level 60. And then she will start back at level 1, and then you have to level her up to level 60. So she was my, in the beginning you get a choice between, I think it's 4 champions. There's different, and I think there's like ones from each race, I think. She was my first one. I managed to get her up to level 5. and also the potions make the stars purple, which then boosts their base stats again. So you can make them very, very powerful, and she is very, very good. She can solo most of the dungeons in on normal mode. And here you've got, so you 1 star you just beat the stage. 2, you can beat the stage, but if you get a loss, so you can have 2 champions, but if you lose a champion you go back just to 1 star. And 3 stars is the 2 champions and no losses. So this is what we're fighting, the lizard people, I believe. And here's all my other champions. I mean, some of them are... Here's some of my purple ones. So there's Bloodfeather, and I forget her name. She's pretty good. She... I don't know. She just doesn't seem that particularly that great. But I've got all different levels of sort of players at various stages that I've got to... I mean, a lot of these will be... I'll try and sort of level them up so I can then sacrifice them to make something else. So it's a grindy game, but then all RPGs are, to be fair. So here's a fight. It's turn-based as well. You can do it on auto as well, or you can do it on manual. I tend to have it on auto so that I can do other things whilst... Because usually I'm just leveling my players up. Down they go. And there's a chat system as well, and clans, and I think the game's quite healthy. I think it's got quite a lot of players in it. It's, we have a clan as well. I can't remember what our clan is called. Iron Fist or something, or something like that. I've got a couple of other colleagues in our clan as well. So if you just look for me, Harem Dream Team, you know, just ask for a join. He's good. He can do sort of multiple hits. Strong. So obviously red, he's not doing a lot of damage. Purple is optimal. So you see, she died. So now, although the archer can't die, it will still be 1 star because she died. Oh, so I believe... Oh no, we're doing it again. I'm not quite sure why we're doing it again, but yeah. I think I'm just leveling her up, basically. You can see she's level 37, so I need to get her up to 50. So, you know, you just keep doing the same runs, just grinding. But I think the graphics are really, really good. You know, for a mobile game, they're just getting better and better. And if it wasn't for the overly greedy monetization, I think a lot of these games would do much better. But it will put people off after a while. just turning it up a little bit. So she's died again. So her armor has self-healing properties on it. So there's all different types of armor that you can get. Armors that concentrate on crit hits. Armor that concentrate on defense. And obviously, I think she has life steal armor on. And obviously the quality is not quite as good as on your mobile phone, but on your mobile phone it will look even more gorgeous. Oh wow, she actually Elhain actually died. Ah. Well, there you go. That's the other thing as well. Each fight never quite goes the same way. It's never quite the same. And obviously if you were doing it on manual as well, you could be choosing like who you take down first. So you can target who you want to put down. But as I'm often busy doing other things, I just tend to leave it on auto and just let it run. There's also a new feature as well where you can just do 15 fights in succession, so you don't have to press anything. Just click it on 15. You get 15 auto runs a day, and it will just keep going, collecting new levels and resources. I was upgrading the Avenger because in the beginning she seemed actually pretty good, but I'm not so sure now. But I mean, at the end of the day, even if you find that you level up a character to level 5, level 6, well, maybe not level 6, but sort of level 4, level 5, if you find that they're not working out, they can always come in useful down the road for sacrificial purposes. I think is she gonna die again? Oof. I think she's just got it. Yeah. So she wins this one. So yeah, so here's all the armors. So this is the armors I put on her, and then you can level. Actually, let me show you Elhain's. A little bit more. A little bit. No. So here I have her weapon and her shield up to level 16. Level 16 so far at the moment is as high as you can go. So you get their weapons and their armor up to level 16, and then you get they just get stronger. You get more crit rate, damage, defense, speed, yada yada. So yeah, and also as well, I believe that if you click on reviews here, And in reviews, there will be a bit where it will tell you about recommended gear for the champions that you have. So if you're not sure, like you're not sure about, well, what's the best armor, then you can go to the reviews, click on recommended armor, find your character, and it will tell you what would be the best armor, or the recommended armor for your player. There are player reviews as well, but I can't see those. I'm not sure why. So I'm just slowly trying to level her up. The thing is, as well, oh, if you have multiples of her, you can add these, and then you can upgrade her abilities and make them stronger as well. Yeah. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Also, as well, when you are upgrading their armor, there is a chance that the attempt will fail. So you can go through a lot of money. You can go through you just watch your silver just depleting as you're trying to get their gear up a level. It could be quite frustrating. So we're going to put them in. So a lethal vortex is now level 4. Is that a poison ability? So she has some sort of poison ability. I didn't know that. So I can't make her a level 6 because obviously I'd need 6 level 5s, and I don't have those at the moment. So here I was showing you, in order to make her stars purple, here's your potions. So you need 5 blue potions and 3 of the white potions. I think the white potion is always it's always a base potion. I'm not entirely sure. I've been trying to upgrade my high elves so far. But yeah, so you'd need 3 of those and 5 of those. And the only way to get those is to do the dungeons to get the potions. So I tried to, yeah. So the magic keep is where you obviously get the blue ones. The arcane keep, you get the white ones. I think the arcane keep is mostly always open, but the magic keep won't always be open. There'll be certain days it's open. So on those days you might have to go for other colour potions instead. It just depends what day things are open. So you may have to have a little plan of what days you want to collect what potions. So there's plenty to do in the game. I've played some of these games, and after a while you kind of come to the end of what you can do. It's the only thing you really have to be careful of is obviously the potion, your energy level. Obviously, if you run out of energy, you can't do anything. But as long as you're generally careful, you should be able to get, quite a bit done each day. And obviously, you should be taking a break as well, because she's pretty good. I think she might be pretty good. It's one of my epics. Not bad. Yeah, Bloodfeather I'm not hugely keen on. Doesn't seem that great. She's working out quite well. Not sure about her. Some of them, that they seem to be good, and others not so much. And this is what I was saying as well about like the colour of potions. So here she is an attack, and she is a berserker. From the undead hordes. So I believe that the fact that she's red means that you will need red and probably white potions. Whereas if they're blue, if they have a blue symbol, like here, you'll probably need white and blue potions to get their stars purple, to give them more stopping power. She's got a bit of a mishmash of armour on. You tried to find the best armour for them, but yeah. All the common armour I tend to just sell. I'm not too sure about her. I'm probably going to level him up so that he can get sacrificed. I'm not too sure about him. I'm leveling him up as well. I haven't played some of these really. Heiress. So just showing you, like, you know, a selection of all the different players that there are, all the different factions. High Elves again. I remember her not being that great. They've just added dwarves as well, and there are also 3 hidden factions as well. So I'm guessing they're going to be part of, you know, an upgrade. So here we're just trying to level her up a bit more. And there we go. She's now a level 5. Just leveling her up to, you know, so hopefully she can do better in fights. I see where we're going with this. I can see my thinking. I think what I'm hoping is that we can 3-star this with the 2 champions now. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember this footage. So her armour basically gives everybody in the party a shield, and that's what her armour does. Whether or not it's the best armour for her, I don't know. But you can always swap it out later. The only thing is, with swapping out armour, is that it does cost you silver to take it off. So yeah, so just be careful of that. I'm hoping as I go up the levels that there will be greater opportunities to make more silver per level, per run. This being a run, so you just keep recycling the same level. No, she died again. So I'm guessing my idea did not work. Because the Avengers survived a lot longer, though, Elhain had a lot more health left in order to take them down more easily. So I think that was the only plus to that, really. So as you can see, it's just basically the same fight again, which we don't particularly need to go into. So just trying to level her up a bit more. So she's level 40 now. He looks quite an interesting character. I think he's still got yeah. So here we have trying to get some of the armor up. Oh, there's glyphs now in the game as well, so you can enchant the armor, and that's what the factions dungeons are. So basically, you go and get glyphs or enchants. So there's the enchant there. So you will click on that tab and add glyphs, enchants to armor to make you a bit more powerful again. So here we can see fail. So here you get a new bonus at 8, 12 and 16. So you're always trying to get to at least 8, but this can be painful when you see your money just. Yeah, you walk around going, oh yeah, I've got this much silver, but as soon as you start trying to upgrade armor, oh, so 10. So if I tried to go for another 2 there, I would have got the new bonus. But I could see that my silver there was getting just pretty low. But yeah, it's a beautiful looking game. It really is. It just looks really nice. Here, you know, you'll just go through all the armors and just sort of look at different armors and see, you know, what seems to be more useful. These greys, I tend to get rid of them, and like uncommon 1-star armor as well. I just sell it all to make some extra money, because trust me, you need it. You don't have to, of course, but that's just the general strategies I have to just try and get through the game. Oh, and you've got jewelry as well. So you've got rings, you have necklaces and banners. Why banners? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. I think I have another ring for the or a necklace for high elves. So obviously, you know, this is just you're getting your character. You're just trying to make her as, you know, as strong as possible, to give her as much hitting power as possible. I don't know if I show you the so here is all your, so you've got your daily, your weekly and your monthly, and if you complete all these, you know, you can get XP, you can get shards, which is really nice, and silver as well. That's your monthly, weekly, and here's your daily. So if you complete these every day, you'll just get lots of different things, and when you've done all 7 days, you get 400 XP and 10 gems, which, I mean, the gems is... I think it could be a bit more, but then again, yeah, I suppose if you just save them up. Hex Reaver, yeah. Just sort of working on like different characters and just sort of really you just sort of try them out and see if you like the way they fight and if they seem decent. And whilst these are some of the ones in the vault, you've only got so much space, so I just put some away to maybe look at doing something with later. So obviously I'm looking at a lot of these to be possible candidates for strengthening some of my other players, should we say. So this is the pit. So I've unlocked all of the pits, so all of them in here, so this is how much XP they're going to earn per hour, and they just sit in there, just earning new XP, and just leveling up, which is really, really good. So you could drop, obviously I've got a couple of players that I'm maybe interested in using or leveling up maybe. And then I've got some in here that will be used later for making these players stronger. I don't know about this one. I want to see what he's sort of like. He looks pretty badass. He reminds me of like one of the orcs out of kind of Lord of the Rings or something. But yeah, so you can drop your, you know, your fodder, if you like, in here and just let them level up so that you can use them later, or you know you can put champions that you're interested in, pop them in here, let them level up. So the pit is really quite useful. So it's it is an interesting game. There's lots to do in it, lots to kind of think about. There you saw all the green shards that I've got to open. Obviously it costs you money to open your shards, but no, you know, whether it's green, blue, purple, or the gold ones. I'm guessing that they all have different prices for opening as well. The green are 5,000 silver, and the blue are 20,000, or other purple ones 20,000. But they all have different tiers, so obviously opening them all at one time sometimes might not be something you want to do. And as you can see here as well, like sometimes I'm not above, you know, sacrificing some of the girls as well, because sometimes you're just gonna have to. So here I've just made her up to, up to a 4-star. Obviously I'm interested in playing her to see if she's going to be a useful addition. I mean, there's different ways of doing it as well. You could just have like one champion, just sacrifice everything to them, make them up to a level 6, and just use them. You know, and have them solo everything. You could go down that route, or you know, you could have. With me, I've got lots of options, so I've got lots of players that I want to collect. So maybe I could use them in different fights. Maybe swap out different champions. So that's kind of the road I'm thinking about doing. my colleague, I think he just concentrates on 3 or 4, and everything else just gets poured into those 4. So there's lots of different ways of playing it. There we can see I've just run out of silver. The armor part just drains your money like nothing else. But most people who have played RPGs before, like on the computer or consoles, will know it's just a part of it. The grind. Yeah, so the factions war, yeah. Oh, this is a dungeon map, so yeah, so here's all your different potions that you get. So yeah, so you've got white, green, blue, red and purple. And then these ones over here, oh, the Minotaur, or Minotaur, has scrolls. And again, these scrolls, there's another part on the map. Can I show you the map? Where's the where's the in there, in the Great Hall, in there is where you can go and use the scrolls that you get from the labyrinth, and again you can use those to maximize your champions. But with that one you have all the I wish I'd filmed that bit actually. I must have, I probably forgot. But in there you've got all the different champions, so blues, reds, greens, purples. And so when you apply some scrolls to a subset, it will apply to all characters like her. So she is so she's got that little symbol there. Bow people or something, but so everybody with that symbol will get that same boost of damage or defense or whatever it is that you're doing. I wish I had showed that. So yeah, so yeah, that's all your different dungeons. Oh, here we're just gonna do the ice golem, I think he's called. And also as well, this is the thing, so blue is good against green, green is good against red, red against purple. We're not entirely sure about the purple one. I don't know if purple is just good against everything, maybe, or purple is weak against everything. Not entirely sure about that. If anybody knows that, please drop a comment. I only actually have one character that is the little purple triangle, just the one. So obviously I'm looking to maybe level her up, because she, or do I have 2 now? I think for a long time I didn't have any, and then I had the one. Might have a couple now. So yeah. So obviously that's something to bear in mind as well. He's green, so blues are going to be good against him, but he's going to be good against reds and blues, I guess. Maybe I'm not quite understanding that properly, but that's my best explanation of it. So just show you a bit of the potions dungeons. See, she's quite good. I like that electrical storm she does. This group I've got now, it seems pretty good. 2 epics, 2 blue. Oh, she's a blue as well. But obviously it's going to be all about tactics, and just, you know, trying out different characters, seeing what works for you, and mostly just having a lot of fun. And it is quite an entertaining game. It's gorgeous looking. The mechanics work pretty well. We have been noticing lately some bugs. Our phone, well, not our phones, the game freezing, games just freezing, like you're in the middle of a battle and it'll just freeze. Sometimes you can't start the game, or you can't get the game to shut down. So there are some issues to it. It does have some bugs, but they do seem to be fairly quick to, you know, to put them right, to apply patches, updates. The game's always updating, and they've got more content coming as well for it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what I'm playing, you know, when I'm, you know, during my breaks at work, or when I'm not playing PC games. I also do have an Xbox. I just don't really play it very much. I'm not very good at the. I think it's just me being stubborn. I just need to practice, and I will get better on it, because the virtual reality hand things are fairly similar, and I tend to do okay with those. So there's no real logical reason why I shouldn't be able to get to use the Xbox controller. I think the game I found the controller most frustrating on was Halo. On Halo, I was trying to shoot, but the little joystick not only aimed, but it was like looking around as well. So half the time I was shooting at the floor, and I got very frustrated. I don't generally get frustrated on games, like if I lose it in like fast FPS games, or MOBA games like Fortnite. You know, I get shot by 12-year-olds all the time, but it doesn't particularly worry me. But I think something like that, when it's something that I'm having trouble using, that tends to frustrate me. So yeah, I hope you liked this little video, just, you know, showing you a mobile game. Obviously there's plenty of games out there, and I think there's some really good games. It's just unfortunate that probably 90% of them share the same amount of greediness, rather than just charging, you know, a couple of quid here or there, which most people would spend quite happily, and making your money over a longer amount of time. They just charge, you know, ridiculous amounts of money, and like I said, I'm saying that after having spent probably more money than I should have on this game. I mean, when you're enjoying something, you know, the money spent at the time seems like a good idea. But later on, in retrospect, you think to yourself, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't have. And I think the thing that worries me is that I'm always conscious of, I'm feeding into this idea for developers to create these games and just put as much monetization into them as possible. And time again, we've found that it's ruined quite a lot of games, because after a while, people get fed up of it, and they're like, you know what, nah, forget this. Is the game free to play? I would say unfortunately yes, because you can spend the £50, £100. You can get yourself the legendary characters. You can get yourself all the potions, and boost them up much quicker. So potentially through spending money, you could build yourself a team in a relatively short time that will pretty much smash everybody else. And having said that, if you're not doing, well, I don't know. I mean, it's certainly pay to win on the PvP stage, but then, like I said, I don't think most people are that bothered about it. It's something you go and you do. You either win or you lose, and it doesn't, because the mechanics are a bit skewed. It just doesn't seem to have much merit. Like, when you win, you're just like, well, you know, that they were much weaker than me, so it doesn't really feel like a win. And when you're up against a team that is much more powerful than you were just like, well, you know, I was never going to win that anyway. So I definitely think they need to look into that. But pay to win, yeah, I guess it is. But here's how I look at it. It's something for me to play, you know, when I'm away from my computer, and I just play it as I want to play it, and I do a lot of the story content because I'm very much about the story aspect. I like the visuals, I like the gameplay, I like the dungeons and like leveling stuff up. It's okay for me, but yes, I guess it is pay to win, because there is so much you can buy in the stores to basically give you an edge against everybody else. So, and that is the very definition of pay to win. So, you know, make of this what you will. Obviously, there's lots of other games out there, and I'm hoping that there's maybe games out there that aren't as greedy, shall we say. But I just wanted to show you what I'm playing and what I'm kind of having fun. You know, I'm giving you negatives, but I'm also trying to give you the positive. I'm trying to give you a rounded conclusion to what I think about this game. I enjoy playing it. It's got beautiful graphics. The mechanics are good for the most part. The negatives are, it does have some bugs and some problems. It is pay to win. There is quite a fair amount of greediness in it. So make of it what you will. The decision as a gamer is always yours, and decide wisely. So I hope you like this video. If you do, maybe give it a thumbs up and a like. And until the next video, which I shall be making shortly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.